Hello, fabulous Pisces. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of October 2015, General Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. This month really has a mixed bag, but all in all, very encouraging and very positive. A part of that positivity is actually going to play out in matters of heart. So I'll focus on that more in the love-focused horoscope for this month. But this month, we've got some interesting things taking place for you as part of a general picture ahead. One of those things has to do with early in the month, we are going to have Mars standing across Neptune in your sign, your ruling planet. Mars meeting Jupiter, your ancient ruling planet. And this to me really says reality check. This to me really says that you are looking at any disconnect that might be there from your self-concept and what you are actually doing. The ideal that you hold in the most lofty vision of yourself and your future, and what it is that you are actually being and doing in this moment. If there's a disconnect there, you are going to have to be honest with yourself, and circumstances will make it so that you are honest with yourself. It's possible that you'll be able to do that on your own. You'll have that moment of awareness, but it might be somebody else that ends up pointing that out to you as well. Might not be the most comfortable moment, but ultimately will end up being tremendously helpful to you to at the very least get honest about what it is that you have the desire to do. What is it that you sincerely are hoping to align yourself with? What direction do you sincerely desire to go? And the answers might surprise you. It might not be what you think. There actually might be a whole other way to understand what you are going for and why. So there's an element of honesty that takes place that ultimately ends up strengthening you as well. Also this month, in the middle of the month, we have a new moon taking place. Now this new moon is happening in a part of the sky for you that is decidedly financial. So this is continuing some of the financial themes that you ended last month with, but this has to do with the type of money. While last month was more about the money you're making, this is what's called other people's money. So things like grants, loans, bursaries, insurance payments, tax returns, benefits, health benefits, inheritances, and commission payments and so on. And I gotta tell you, I mean, I look at this, and this particular new moon is standing across from Uranus. So it tells me that some sort of unpredictable surprise factor just ends up getting thrown into the mix. And you are left having to try to figure out how you are going to deal with it and how you're going to move forward. You certainly will move forward, and you will be made stronger for it, and all will be well, okay? Because right around the same time, Mercury is standing still and going direct. So when I look at this, one of the most immediate things I think is, like, if you're relying on a scholarship or grant to go to school, the amount that comes through might actually be less than you had anticipated. It really will just take a couple of phone calls. You might have to fill out a little bit more paperwork for everything to sort of be restored, for everything to come back into balance, if you will, if it is in fact an error. Perhaps when you first filled out the paperwork, you believed one thing and it was sincere, but now it's revealing to you that, oh, okay, actually my reality is turning out different and I do need the full amount. So it could end up being something like that. But literally it just looks like you have to fill out more paperwork. You got to make some phone calls. Not the easiest thing, not the most convenient thing or the funnest thing that you could do with your afternoon. But any financial matters that do come up will find their resolution. So again, this could be a certain amount of money you plan to come through, doesn't come through with quite the same amount, or ends up getting delayed. You end up needing to do a little bit of scrambling, a little bit of connecting with other people, figuring out how it is that you're going to move forward. But move forward you will, undoubtedly so. The key here is to be honest with yourself. So when you see that there's an issue coming up, to address it, like really to address it fully. Now, that doesn't mean you want to address it in a silly way, okay? Because I have a feeling as I look at this that for some Pisceans out there, in their naivete, may end up taking some steps that they end up regretting. So it's important to have sort of a measured approach. It's important to be balanced about it as well. It's important to think about, okay, how is it now that you are going to decide that you're going to deal with a financial matter that does come up, and to stay calm about it and stay rooted in knowing that the universe is abundant, and that really is key. But also on a really practical level, I would say wait until Mercury is direct. Wait until Mercury is, direct for as long as possible as well. So instead of sort of impulsively reacting to a letter or a phone call, just take a few moments, take a few hours, take a couple days, figure out what it is that you want to do and the best way for you to move forward as well. Again, especially where it comes to a financial matter. But you will find your answers, you will find your solutions without a doubt. Also, this month, as we progress further into the month, the focus will start to change. And I really love that the month, sort of late in the month, we have this beautiful full moon taking place, speaking in harmony with Neptune in your sign. And this full moon is happening in a part of the sky for you that has to do with siblings, cousins, neighbors, your neighborhood. When you're running around in your neighborhood doing the little things, the little errandy things, and you run into people and you have spontaneous conversations, well, it's those very, very conversations that can fill you and restore you to a sense of belief that life is on your side. In fact, there is something absolutely inspirational about the people that you run into as you're moving about your neighborhood. I would also encourage you as well, this could be a really good time to spend some quality time where it applies with a sibling or a cousin, because it looks like there's a genuine heartfelt understanding that takes place there. And again, this being restored to that bigger picture. And when you can see your life from that bigger picture, you really are so much more at your best. What I love about this month for you is that you are learning something about yourself, about your emotions. You're learning something about how to deal with some spontaneous moments, yes, but they certainly make your life interesting. And you're coming to see over the course of this month that life is definitely on your side, that things can work out exceptionally well if you back up that belief and that faith with your actions.